What's up? My name is Cassandra Marin. I go by Casey. Last weekend I ran Loon Mountain Race. It is a 6-mile race straight up Loon Mountain in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Gains about 3,000 feet over the course of the race. And I came in second overall. I was the second Casey to Casey Edmond. And yeah, it was a good time. So this was my third year doing the race, so I have some experience. And let me say, upper walking boss, it never gets any easier. I mean, you might get faster, but yeah, still an ass kicker. I trained specifically for the event. I did a lot of workouts on the Stairmaster, prepping. My goal is always to try to lower my time on upper walking boss, and I was pretty stoked this year. I did PR that 0.3 mile segment in under 10 minutes, so that was good enough for to earn a preem. So I earned about 250 for second fastest time up that segment. Starting out going into the race, I had a rough idea who else was running. I knew Casey Edmond was going to be there, Corey Dow, and her and I kind of go back and forth a lot at these mountain races. She is an awesome downhill runner. Luckily, there's not too much of that at Loon. But I knew Corey was going to be up there with Casey. Right before the start, I actually met Michelle Merlish. She was awesome. Introduced herself, and we started off in a decent sized pack. The start this year was a little bit different, where they were doing construction, so they had to kind of cut off a big chunk of the start, about half a mile. So we kind of started off and went right into climbing, a little bit of a bottleneck. So started off with a group of like maybe 5 or 6 girls, Casey Unman at the front, Corey Dow, and then myself. And I was kind of excited. I thought it was going to maybe be a Casey sandwich at the end with Casey, Corey, and myself. The first 3 miles, I tried to keep Casey and Corey in sight. She's fast on the flats. And the first 3 miles are a little bit flatter. So I was just kind of cruising there, and just trying to keep them in my sight. I know that I'm a little bit better at the steep uphills. So I figured, towards the second half, maybe I could catch Corey, or, just try to hold on to third place at least, just trying to podium. And that's pretty much what I did. Come mile 3, started the pretty steep climbs, and I just worked my way up there, caught Corey, and I saw that there was some shifting behind me, where there were some other girls, trying to catch Corey. And yeah, I did glance back a couple times just to see, how far off they were. And just got into the grind. I've been doing some ski slope repeats up at Crotched Mountain. So kind of getting used to just grinding away. And that's kind of what I set into, just grinding away at the uphill. Trying to run as much of it as I could, but of course, when it's a really steep 40% incline, sometimes you gotta just, hands on your knees and just crawl, basically. So yeah, that's basically what I did, head down and keep working. And yeah, came out second Casey for second female. Pretty happy with that. Other than Loon, this year is a weird one. I have a lot of stuff that's rolling over from last year for races. I don't know what I'm going to be able to run. I am on the competitive entry list for Pikes Peak, and I have the Barkley Fall Classic if I can get out that way. I may also do a beer mile in London for the Beer Mile World Classic. And then I also might do a 50-mile rock carrying 40 pounds on my back in October. Basically, give me a niche type of event and I'm there. But yeah, I mean, it's a good event. This year was the first year that 603 put on Loon Mountain Race, and they did a great job. I don't think we lost anything in the transition there. Tom always does a great job with his events. And if you're ever able to make it onto the entry list, the event does sell out. So you got to sign up kind of early if you want to get into Loon, but 603 did a great job this year. And I highly recommend it.